Welcome to the newly designed Indie Review. Today we're looking at the game Retrocade DataStream Y2K600 by RGB Entertainment. The game is essentially a tribute, a remake, and an innovation on the original Frogger game with a technology twist. While the classic Frogger is a part of this game, there are numerous other interpretations of the game, but how much variety can be made from such a simple concept? And is it worth playing? Let's find out. There's not a whole lot to say about the graphics, seeing as the game is just made up of a bunch of colored lines, but the smooth transition effects between levels as well as the actual data coding in the title screen looks clean and gives the feel that this game is in fact about data streams, as the name suggests. The most colorful and pleasant looking of the games is the actual Frogger tribute game, which has all the original aspects of Frogger, and 8. Retrocade consists of 6 different game types: Arcade Easy, Arcade Original, Corruption, Waypoint, Glitcher, and Flowrider. Each have their own unique aspect that takes from the original Frogger, which in this title is the game type Glitcher. Glitcher is the classic Frogger game, and has the cars, the logs, and the water, just like the original, except in this title they're simply lines of colors. It still plays like Frogger, and it's just as fun as the original. The second and third game, Arcade Easy and Original, have you going after red error codes, and it's up for you to delete the errors and keep the data stream secure. It's a simple concept and has you running up and down the screen avoiding the green data streams. The fourth game is Corruption, which requires you to close data streams by waiting for a stream to flash yellow. When it does, by placing your cursor onto it, you close that data stream and keep from allowing others to get into the system. The fifth game, Waypoint, is a game with a countdown timer. By hitting the yellow codes, you're able to buy time to keep the system open, and you need to keep it open as long as possible. The final game type is Flowrider, and is possibly the most unique of them all, aside from Glitcher, because it requires some memorization for best results. In this type, you're required to deliver a virus to the top of the screen, and then make it back down to the start again. Once you land at the top with the virus, it knocks out lighting and you can't see the streams anymore or the patterns, so being able to remember those patterns makes it easier to get back down to the bottom before it's too late. All of these game types are different, but the variety isn't too far in between to make it really seem like you're playing 6 completely different games. In reality, it's more like 3 different games that are similar to each other, but unique. The other problem that occurred was the occasional glitch in the controls. Every now and then the game would not register a certain directional input, pressing down wouldn't do anything, and waiting a second or two was the only solution. But this made it hard because within that second it's possible to get destroyed. Gameplay gets a 7. The music tracks for this game were done by Ryan Donnelly, or his online alias Master Blood. The music score is clearly made from GarageBand, as it's the normal loop scores that are preloaded into the program. However, the added synth effects as well as the 8-bit sounds to it are something more and really make it stand as more than just a copy-paste of looping music. This extra effort puts the music on a higher level and, well, it's very catchy, thus getting it an 8. This game is essentially Frogger with new versions, and it makes it fairly replayable, because the original idea always was a game that you could replay over and over. The newer modes aren't quite as addicting as the classic Frogger type, but they do bring a new level of entertainment to this classic game. The normal arcade game, however, is almost on the same level of entertainment as Frogger, and that's saying something special, an 8.5 for replay. So now let's recap and look at the pros and the cons for Retrocade. The positives are that it is a classically addictive game innovated, a clean looking game with a catchy soundtrack, decent replay value, and it can be quite engulfing. The negatives are that it has the occasional control problems, variety is a little lacking, and it's not much to look at. Despite some problems with the title, Retrocade is a solid game with an interesting idea to take an old classic title and bring some variety, innovation, and revival to it. Retrocade DataStream Y2K600 gets an overall score of 7.9 out of 10. Thanks for watching this newly designed version of Indie Review. Hope to see you next time.